All right, what is up, everybody? Welcome to another Tuesday travel news. And for you guys that have never heard my voice, never have seen any of my content, let me just introduce myself really quickly. My name is Jay. The YouTube channel is called Trippin with Jay, and we mainly focus on travel, whether it's vlogging, doing live streams, it's informational, entertainment, and we just started a new podcast, guys, and we just had our second guest on yesterday live. And yeah, it's available, and the link to the podcast should be in the description box below, but if it's not, I'll add it. And all you have to do is search for Trippin with Jay podcast, and it should come up anywhere that podcasts are available. Okay. On your way in, make sure you like the video and subscribe if you're new to the channel, man. So I really do appreciate it that you guys did tune in here. And as always, we are going to look at good old travel advisories. If I can get the travel advisories up right now, we do it live. Okay. So it looks like we have quite a few changes from last week. And I think the most notable ones are going to be Venezuela, Burma, Myanmar, Guyana's weird. And I think that's it. Well, Russia, we already know. Don't go to Russia right now if you're an American. And the Philippines, too, because I'm actually going to the Philippines in November. So I need to be educated about it. And not enough, like, honestly, not enough people look at this website before they travel somewhere. And you'd be surprised on the countries that appear on like a level 2 or level 3, even a level 4 of do not travel, if you never looked at this website before. And this is available. This is the State Department for the government. So let's take a look at the first country. It's Venezuela. Is changed to a level 4 do not travel. Let's find out why. And it looks like there is do not travel to or remain in Venezuela due to the high risk of wrongful detention, torture in detention, terrorism, kidnapping, arbitrary enforcement of local laws, crime, civil unrest, and poor health infrastructure. All U.S. citizens and lawful permanent residents in Venezuela are strongly advised to depart immediately. So that means get your butt out of Venezuela if you are there. And if you're planning to go there, it's probably not a good idea to go. And let's look at Myanmar. Okay. So Myanmar just had one of the biggest earthquakes in recent memory in Southeast Asia. And now it's on a level 4, do not travel. Let's find out why. Do not travel to Burma due to armed conflict, the potential for civil unrest, arbitrary enforcement of local laws, poor health infrastructure, landmines, guys, and unexploded ordnance, which we discovered a couple weeks ago that is just like a landmine that's not been exploded yet. Crime and wrongful detentions. So I believe it's pretty difficult to get into Myanmar to begin with, but if you're planning a trip there, oddly enough, you probably shouldn't go. So that is a level 4 now. It's crazy. Okay, let's go to Guyana. This one is interesting for me because I always thought Guyana was pretty safe. Reconsider travel to Guyana due to crime. Violent crime, including deletion, wow, and armed robbery is common, especially at night. Local police often lack the resources to respond effectively to serious criminal incidents. Yikes. So I guess it's just nighttime. Just, of course, watch it back. Whether you're in Guyana, whether you're in Mexico, the U.S., watch it back during nighttime, man. Just keep your head on a swivel. But let's look at the Philippines. This one really interested me because I will be going to the Philippines in November, I hope. I'm still deciding on what my Southeast Asia trip is going to look like after Thailand. So because I'm going to be in Asia for an entire month, so an entire 30 days. So it'll be interesting to see what countries pop up on this list of do not travel or exercise increased caution before I go to Asia. So the Philippines, let's take a look. Exercise increased caution in the Philippines due to crime, terrorism, civil unrest, and kidnapping. Some areas have increased risk. Read the entire travel advisory. Luckily for you guys, I've already pre-read this, so I can kind of tell you what's going on in the Philippines. So do not travel to the Sulu archipelago. Let's find out where the heck that is, man. I have no clue. I assume it's in like the southern islands. It's typically a little bit more dangerous to travel to. Yeah. So it's in the Sulu Islands are right. It's pretty far from Manila. So it's not like a major part at all. So I've always been told not to go to the southern islands of the Philippines because of people that may kidnap you as a U.S. citizen and hold you for ransom. So I know that the majority of the Philippines is pretty safe. I know Davao City had a crime issue before they had their government change there, including the southern Sulu Sea due to crime, terrorism, civil unrest, and kidnapping. Marawi City in Mindanao due to terrorism and civil unrest. So Mindanao is an island, I believe. Yep, it's they say the entire island, excluding Davao. So you may want to just keep your Philippine travel to the Metro Manila, stay in BGC if possible, and then you can like island hop like El Nido, Coron, Boracay. Those places are still pretty safe. So still travel to the Philippines, man. It's not something that you should really be attentive to, but just exercise and increase caution if you happen to be going to those islands. Okay, so let's hit one of the main stories. I know you guys are probably triggered by that thumbnail that was done on purpose. So let's look at something that's new to me. I haven't. That goes to show you like how long I haven't really flown, at least on this particular airline on Spirit, because this news is like a year old, and I was like, wait, what? Spirit has first class. Spirit has premium economy. Kind of. So let's take a look. So if you guys didn't know, Spirit Airlines is stepping their game up, man. Let me see if I can get it all in the picture. I'll just read it off to you guys. It's not really too much to read. I just don't want to block out the go big part in the yellow. So Spirit Airlines, known as it's America's neglected little brother, right? They have Frontier, Spirit, their brothers, both neglected here in the U.S., at least as far as low-cost carriers go. When it comes to airlines, we all know that Delta and United are number one and number two in the U.S. But let's talk about the little guys. Spirit Airlines. I had no idea they have 4 different options for travel. But we're going to talk about the Go Comfy and probably the Go Big. And this is quite a stark difference of what Spirit used to be. Spirit just used to be literally just, let me just stuff as many people as possible on the airplane at once. And we'll hope and pray that y'all gonna get there on time. Okay. But it appears that Spirit is kind of changing their tune. So let's take a look. So they have 4 different classes. They have Go, Go Savvy, Go Comfy, or Go Big. Let's take a look at Go Comfy. So Go Comfy is supposed to be their new premium, or old, new to me, premium economy, and it has some great features, I guess. So it's going to be a 1 personal item is allowed, 1 carry-on bag, and you know how those low-cost carriers love to get you on those carry-on bags, man. You get a comfy seat, which is probably just a regular standard seat with a little bit more leg room. Then you get a free flight change or cancel. Snacks and drinks, small snack and drink included. So I would imagine that if the Go Big is premium snacks and drinks, they're just they're just miniaturizing those portions, I would assume. And then you have priority boarding as well. And then you have Wi-Fi, which you still have to pay for. But depending on the price difference between Go Savvy and Go Comfy, it may be worth an upgrade. But I would say if you were flying Spirit Airlines tomorrow and you were stuck, or you were looking to buy, like figure out which one to get here as far as which travel option they have, I would just go with Go Savvy because it includes a carry-on bag, and if you happen to be a little bit more heavy on the heavy side, I would probably just go with Go Comfy. But Go Savvy, that's going to probably be the sweet spot because if your flight is 3 hours, 3 to 4 hours or less than that, you honestly could just get some food from the airport while you're there, get a water bottle from one of the stores, and you should be good for like a 3 or 4 hour flight. But anything longer than that, I will probably go with Go Comfy or Go Big, depending on the flight length. But the Go Big has been covered pretty extensively on YouTube from when they first deployed it a few years ago. But the Go Comfy kind of interested me because I was looking at a couple of YouTubers' videos, and they just point out like it's literally the same exact seat. It's just it's just additional legroom. So I think they're going to show it here. Yeah. So this is the seat that is for Go Comfy. So you can see it is an extreme and stark difference from the regular class that you usually get, right? So typically, if you've ever flown Spirit before, the space between like your knee and the next seat, it's like this. It's literally like they're like touching. And I'm like 6 feet, 5'11", 6 feet, and I am cramped on a regular Spirit flight. And I don't mind it as long as it's not more than like 3 or 4 hours, right? So I can get up and chill. So it looks like they have the example of what the refreshments or drink and food here. So it's just like some damn cookies, bro. It's just cookies and a drink. So depending on the difference in price between the Go Savvy and the Go Comfy, bro, just stay with the Go Savvy, bro. Like this is not even food, man. It's literally junk. But if you want the extra leg room, the Go Comfy may be something for you. Okay, enough talking about Spirit. Let's move on to the most triggering part for the majority of you of this live stream, and possibly whoever saw the thumbnail on the way in. That was done on purpose again. So it is about Donald Trump getting a free airplane. Not just any airplane, though. It is a Boeing 747, bro. If y'all don't know about a Boeing 747, listen, look at this. It's one of the double deckers. Sorry, 747. I have dyslexia or something, man. It's 474. It's one of the double deckers, bro. It's one of the largest airplanes in production. And Qatar, I guess the royal family of Qatar in the Middle East, gave Trump a free Boeing 747. So when you think about that, right? Do you think that, okay, is it really free? What is given from Trump in order to get a free plane? And this plane ain't cheap. This plane ain't cheap, bro. Let me look at the price of it really quick. Price. Price. Okay. The price of a holy shit. A Boeing 747 cost around $400 million. And the royal family in Qatar gave Donald Trump, oh, damn. The Google AI is so good. They updated this part already. The most expensive 747-8i BBJ, reportedly a gift to Donald Trump, is estimated to be worth $400 million. Bruh. Okay, so let's watch one of the official news stories about it and see if we can get some more information from it and see what you guys think.
Donald Trump is set to accept a very pricey gift from the royal family of Qatar, taking delivery of a Boeing 747 that will be used as Air Force One during his second term. The very lavish gift is raising substantial ethical and legal questions, and we want to talk about it now with Richard Painter, former White House ethics lawyer under George W. Bush and professor of law at the University of Minnesota. Richard, thank you very much for being here with us and kind of walking us through some questions around all of this. This is said to be the most expensive gift ever bestowed on a U.S. leader. It has a value of more than $400 million. The Attorney General and White House counsel's office have said they believe it's okay legally. Where do you come down on this? How would you assess this?
They believe it's okay legally.
This is legal, in my view, only with consent of Congress. That's what the Emoluments Clause of the United States Constitution says, that a person holding a position of trust with the United States government cannot accept a gift from a foreign government without the consent of Congress. Benjamin Franklin was ambassador to France. Had to go to Congress to get consent to accept a snuff box that had diamonds on it from the government of France.
Wow.
That's what the Emoluments Clause says. And this airplane can only be accepted by President Trump if Congress consents. And to say, well, it's given to his presidential library rather than to him, that doesn't make any sense. He's going to be using this plane for the next 4 years.
I love how like people, like rich people, like create stuff just out of thin air, and they make it, I guess, they give off the image that is not what it is, but they end up like using it full time or whatever. Like he's talking about putting it into his library. But we all know he's going to be using that plane as Air Force One, bro. They need to stop playing games.
And he then, if he says it goes to his presidential library, that is a gift that requires the consent of Congress under the Emoluments Clause of the Constitution. That's very, very clear. We can't have our president or anyone else being influenced by foreign government gifts. And that's why Congress needs to have control over that. And that's why the Constitution requires that they do. And Qatar, I got to say, is a very wealthy country. I understand that. They also have been spending over $1 billion supporting Hamas over the years.
Oh, shit. I didn't even think about that.
For the United States to be accepting a gift from Qatar. This is money that really should be used rebuilding Gaza and getting Hamas the heck out of there. Qatar, why is the United States of America accepting a gift of this magnitude from a foreign government that supported terrorist organizations?
It is a worthy question. And can you find a good answer to that question you just posed?
Nah. Probably not.
I can't find a good answer at all unless this airplane is part of some big deal, the art of the deal, where Donald Trump is going to magically bring...
It's a part of some deal, part of the big deal. Nah, man. If it's somebody like low key, if the royal family of Qatar wants to give me a plane for free, bruh, I'm about to figure out a way for it to be accepted legally and use that plane, bro. A 747 Boeing, $400 million for me. I would take that all day, every day, bro. It's crazy. That's a crazy gift. That's a crazy gift.
Peace to the Middle East. But the last time around, the Abraham Accords, the Trump administration was not able to establish a lasting peace. And once again, Qatar has, along with Iran and some other countries, supported organizations that destabilize the Middle East. We need money to be spent on humanitarian causes, trying to rebuild after the destruction of the war in Gaza.
That's fair.
So let's unpack a little bit of what you were saying there. You're saying that it must be approved by Congress. That is, at this moment in time, seems unlikely for that to happen. If that does not happen, what does that mean?
I don't think that Donald Trump can accept it. It's unconstitutional. Now, of course, the Emoluments Clause of the Constitution does not have a specific penalty attached, but the House of Representatives can impeach a government official for accepting unconstitutional emoluments.
Really?
From foreign governments. During Donald Trump's first term, this was limited to hotel rooms and patronizing his golf courses and all the shenanigans going on with foreign governments.
No, why do so many people hate this dude, man? I have no idea. Why do people hate Trump like that? It's so crazy. I'm not really political. I really don't understand politics a lot, but there's no reason to hate somebody that's getting like a free plane, bro. Like I couldn't hate on anybody, no matter who it is. I'm like, yo, get that free plane, bro. Get it.
Resolved. But now we have emoluments on a much grander scale, foreign emoluments. Not only this airplane from Qatar, but we also have the Trump family is in cryptocurrency. And we have
okay, I thought it was gonna be information about like the plane and stuff. So my apologies, guys. I try to keep it like non-political because I'm not a political person or a political pundit. But I thought they were gonna talk about the plane, man, because the plane looks insane. I want to see the inside of the plane. I want to see whoever gets a tour of that plane.
To an ABC News report.
But
one question remains: can the president actually accept and fly in the?
All right, who cares? Who cares if he can accept it? Show me the plane. But I pulled up another story here because this chick, she asked a really good question, and it got me thinking too. I'm like, all right. The royal family of Qatar is giving you a $400 million plane. What are they getting in exchange? Right? So there has to be equal, if not greater value exchange when you're given a gift like that. And I promise you, there is no way on earth that Trump isn't doing something for Qatar. But I want to see how he answers this. I'm not political, man. I hate turning this into a political thing, but I just find this story so interesting that they are really trying to destroy Trump for accepting a plane that I'm like that it was given to him. It's crazy.
On Qatar, has Qatar asked for anything in exchange for that $400 million luxury jumbo jet? And how can the American people be so sure that they will not in the future?
Well, I think what happens with the plane is that, we're very disappointed that it's taking Boeing so long to build a new Air Force One. We have an Air Force One that's 40 years old. Bruh. And if you take a look at that compared to the new plane of the equivalent, stature at the time, it's not even the same ballgame. You look at some of the Arab countries and the planes they have parked alongside of the United States of America plane. It's like from a different planet. And it's close to 40 years old, might be more than 40 years old now.
Why is he so funny?
We, when I first came in, I signed an order to get it built. I took it over from the Obama administration. They had originally agreed. I got the price down much lower. And then when the election didn't exactly work out the way that it should have, a lot of work was not done on the plane because a lot of people didn't know. They made change orders that were so stupid, so ridiculous, and ended up being a total mess, a real mess. And when I came back, I said, by the way, what's going on with the Boeings that are coming in? Well, sir, they're way behind, and they are. They're way behind. They were way behind. Another mess that I inherited from Biden.
Hey, for real? Even though I'm not a political guy, I can honestly say objectively that Donald Trump is probably one of the best S-talkers I've ever seen. I thought it was The Rock from wrestling, like Dwayne Johnson. I thought it was The Rock. But then I listened to this. I'm like, yo, he's dissing everybody but himself. And it's hilarious, bro. But hey, I digress, man. What do you guys think about that, man? What do you guys think about, President Trump getting a plane for free from the royal family of Qatar, knowing now that he ordered it from Boeing, like a replacement plane that's supposed to be a lot newer, and they were just behind the ball. And Trump was like, yo, I can come up on a plane real quick, and I ain't got to really wait for it. I would accept it too, man. Like, can you blame him for accepting that? But you honestly have to understand that nobody gives a freaking Boeing 747, a $400 million plane, for free. So it has to be something that Trump is going to be doing for Qatar in the future. It won't necessarily, I don't think it'll necessarily be direct, right? It won't be like Qatar is set up a base in the U.S. or something like that. It's going to be something that's like hidden, because they don't want to put it out like that, because the news will pick up on it immediately. So it's definitely something going on. But hey, man, get your plane, bro. I think that's all we had, man. That's all I really had. It's a slow news week for travel, man, because P. Diddy is taking over every single news outlet that I can even imagine, bro. And oh man, I can't even talk about it, man. This Diddy case is crazy. Crazy. Only day 2. And some crazy stuff has come on. I'll let you guys go research that yourself, because this isn't the channel for that. But that is going to be it, guys. I want to say thank you, and I appreciate you guys for tuning into the live stream and to get your weekly dose of travel news, no matter how little it is, no matter how large it is. Pause. I appreciate you guys for coming in to the video, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you on Thursday, man. We got a really good topic on Thursday, so I hope you guys tune in for sure. But you guys have a great one. My name is Jay. You've been tripping with Jay, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.